Okay, let's start. I'm CTO of Cx.io. I'm going to tell you about CFD, the problems we have in this industry, and how do we solve it. I tell you briefly about our product, Cx.io broker, which we believe solve all these issues the best way for the client. So the crypto trading is evolved, and it started with the instant buy of Bitcoin. After that, we have the regular spot trading, like on a regular exchange, where traders can implement simple strategies like buy, hold, and sell. But there are no different type of orders. You cannot do short trading on the most of spot markets, and there are a lot of different other problems on this type of trading. And here we go to the CFD, and we believe that CFD is the next big thing in crypto, but it has a lot of problems. So briefly, what is CFD? CFD is a contract for difference. So that it's a financial trading instrument which involves no ownership of the underlying product, of the underlying asset, and the profit is made just on the price movements, up or down. The important thing is that no transaction is made with the underlying asset. It might be very important for the certain regulation, for example. And CFD in general is very common for the Forex traders, but it's very new for crypto traders. It also usually brokers provide a big leverage for the CFD, and it's very attractive for the customers. So let's start with Forex. It's all started with Forex. The Forex infrastructure for trading is settled and mature. We have the interbank market. Interbank is the connection with the big banks, big players, which make a quotes for underlying. They create the order book, the big worldwide order book, and using the ECN. ECN is the electronic communication network. The market data, so ask and bid, spread over other brokers, like Forex brokers. And after that, Forex broker have two options. For example, use this market data to make the market, so trade against the client, or use the ECN for the actual execution of the trade on the interbank. So this approach is usual, common approach, and most of Forex brokers do this way. But when we go to CFD in cryptos, it's a well different story. Because you can make a photo. It's a well different story. Because it's in its first stage of development, its early stage of development. The main reason for CFD is CFD in crypto do not work this way like in Forex, because we have no interbank, so no authorized source of market data. The market data is spread among different big players like exchanges or big currency holders. We have no ECN. We have similar products, but it's not like well-known products that every broker uses. So we do not have established ECN, and we do not have authorized source of liquidity. So that means that if you want to execute a big order, you cannot execute it in the single point because liquidity is spread among different exchanges. In the interbank, it's easier in a Forex because the amount of trading is very big and you can use ECN. And the last thing, we have no standard protocol for data transfer. Like on a mature financial markets, we have fixed protocol, which is like standard for financial technologies. But in crypto, we do not have this. Maybe some of you make some robots for different exchanges. Each exchange have its own API, and it's very complicated for the industry development. However, there are a lot of opportunities which CFD in crypto provides. Crypto exchanges is a source of liquidity, so the only logical way for building a CX, for building crypto broker, it's backed by the exchange. So we, in a CTO, make a product, CXIO broker, which is backed by CXIO crypto exchange. The price differs significantly across different exchanges. It might be beneficial because you can make an arbitrage between different exchanges, but it's also an disadvantage because you never know the true price of crypto. We solve this problem by aggregating the liquidity among different exchanges in one single point to have the bigger liquidity to make it possible to execute big orders and to know the actual true price of the crypto. And the high volatility, it's maybe the main benefit for the traders in a crypto world. The volatility is very high, that's why it's promising for the big profits. The problem is that when you want to trade on multiple exchanges, you have to move your funds between different exchanges. And for regular user, for regular trader, it's very costly. And it takes very long time, for example, a few days. And you cannot afford to wait a few days on a very high volatile market. As well, we solved this problem by aggregating the liquidity. And we have the special agreements with the different exchanges where we can move our funds fast and to have very big discounts on commissions on different exchanges. And that's why we can provide cheaper commission for our customers. And one of the main things is about reputation. So it's not regulated usually, the CFD in crypto in the world. That's why brokers can trade against the client. There are different scammers, which is very bad for industry. That's why we hope that our reputation, like CX.io, we're on the market since 2013. So we have good reputation, and we think it's good for the CFD in the CXIO broker. So the main benefit for the end user, for the trader, is the volatility. So the volatility, for example, at the beginning of 2018 was 7.5. It's a Bitcoin dollar. And the volatility at the beginning of 2019 was 4%. And right now, it's even bigger. For the comparison to the Forex world, for the euro dollar, for example, the volatility is 0.5%. So high volatility means bigger profit. However, we should warn you, it might be a bigger loss. So as a result, because of a lot of issues and challenges in this industry, CFD and crypto, just a very few brokers in the world provide this service. Because most of the brokers cannot solve such problems correctly. We believe that we did, and I explain you later. So what is our product? Cx.io broker. We make this product for the retail customer. So we implement the user interface, which is easy to use. If you compare similar products to like our competitors, it's very complex financial instruments where you should, as a trader, calculate the fees, calculate fundings. It's very complicated. We make it simple. You can just open the position with one click. You see all the fees. It's a fixed fee. Even rollover fee is fixed. You can do it. You can have different order types like stop loss, take profit. One cancel others. Like all these features are common for the Forex broker, but it's quite new for the crypto CFD trader. And a lot of people do not understand how to use the CFD, and we want to make it easier. So what problems do we solve? Most of problems which we solve is we do with aggregation of liquidity. We built our own products, internal product, which aggregate the liquidity on different exchanges. We trade with our own funds, and we have an agreement with different exchanges for faster funds movements between an exchanges, fast settlement, and cheaper commission, much cheaper commission. That's why we can propose cheaper commission for our clients. It's backed by Cx.io crypto exchange. We have a liquidity on our exchange, but it's not enough for big traders, especially with the leverage. We provide quite a big leverage for this industry. We have very strong in-house built AML and KYC procedures. So we fight the fraud. We want to make this industry like transparent. However, we simplified this process. For example, we allow to make a deposit with a simplified process, but we warn the user that you need to verify your address and verify your identity if you want to withdraw your funds. We provide the leverage 1 to 10. It's a quite big leverage, and most of our customers choose this option. We trade with our own funds, so we keep the client funds separate from our own funds we use for trading, so it's secure. And we take the best features from the Forex trading and adapt it for the crypto trading. And as I said, we believe we built a very intuitive, easy to use user interface. So you can join us, cxbro.com. There is a demo account, for example, one-click demo account. You do not need to register, just click and try. You can open a real account if you want and deposit it. You need to verify your identity later. And right now we are in a beta test for 2 months. We are polishing the product, preparing for the public launch. So if you want to try our product, just sign up to become a beta tester, and in about 1-2 weeks you will receive an invitation. Any questions I can answer regarding industry or our product? I'm sorry, do we have a microphone?
How many customers have you got overall?
I'm sorry?
How many customers do you have on the platform?
We are in a beta test. We have a couple of thousand of users and about a couple hundreds of users actively online. But we limit the amount of users right now. We have a long queue of beta testers, but we just want to throttle the users right now. We do not advertise it we do not advertise it at all because we are in a beta test stage. Most of our users in CX.io broker comes from CX.io exchange, so the users who wants to trade with leverage. Any question about the product or industry? Thank you a lot. We have a booth. If you have question later, you can come and ask, and we'll can discuss your questions or your proposal. Thank you.